Now the subject here is economics for finance. Economics for finance, it's 40 mark subject in your CA Inter. So this 40 mark subjects, how to approach the subject, what are the chapters you have, etc. See, there are 4 chapters for you. So you can put the heading economics for finance in your notebook. Put the heading economics for finance and 4 chapters. You can draw 400 flowchart. 400 flowchart you can draw. And first handler, right? Chapter number 1, determination of national income. Determination of national income. And chapter number 2, public finance. Public finance. Chapter number 3, money market. Money market. Chapter number 4, international trade. So determination of national income, public finance, money market, international trade. Now this economics is inter-economics. So foundation economics, more you studied in foundation is microeconomics. Now in inter we are going to study about macroeconomics. Okay, now what is economy? First you should understand what is an economy. Economy means, right, economy means production and consumption of goods and services. Okay, and study about supply of money in the country. So economy is production and consumption of goods and services. So we have to see how much they are producing, how much we are consuming, and supply of money in the market. Okay, supply of money, this is economy. So what is economical studies in the production, consumption, when we are studying, and supply of money. Next, the next topic is, sir, what is microeconomics and what is macroeconomics? So when you study about a behavior of an individual, when you study behavior of an individual in making decisions, when the resources are scarce. So when your father or mother is having 5,000 rupees in their hand to spend for the entire month, now how they will take decisions? This is microeconomics. The same thing when a country take a decision. So study about a behavior of a country in making decisions when the resources are scarce. It's called macroeconomics. So come on, tell me, what is microeconomics? Right, study of behavior of an individual in making decisions when the resources are scarce. This is microeconomics. Then what is macroeconomics? Study of behavior of a country in making decisions. Study of behavior of a country in making decisions is macroeconomics. Okay? When the resources are scarce. See, when the resources are plenty, no issue. But where the resources are plenty, resources are very scarce. So this is macroeconomics. Okay. Now, what is closed economy? What is open economy? So right, what is closed economy? What is open economy? Closed economy. So for example, when North Korea, we can say North Korea, when the company is not open for trade, when the country is not open for trade with other countries, okay, they are very strict. Okay, we are not allowing a free trade policy. Now when the country is not allowing foreigners to trade with their country, this is called closed economy. When the country allows the foreigners to do trading, then it's called open economy. Can you able to understand? Okay, so so India is what economy? India is an open economy, free market. From 1991, you all know this liberalization, privatization taken place. So it's a open economy. Can you able to understand? Okay. So before that, whether I am a free economy or closed economy. See, we are free economy only. Even before that also, this imports, exports were there. But it's little restricted. But after 1991, it is done very popularly. Okay. Now, so these are some introduction for this economics. Now, when we start the first chapter, so put the heading, chapter 1. Chapter 1, you put the heading. Heading is determination of national income. Determination of national income. Okay, put the heading determination of national income. Okay. Now, what is national income? Write the heading, what is national income? So national income. So what is your personal income? Personal income means how much I am earning. It's called my personal income. What is national income? How much the nation is earning, how much the country is earning. So right, the total amount of money earned within the country. Total amount of money earned within the country is called national income. Total amount of money earned within the country. So we can also call this as the income of a nation. Income of a nation. Okay. But tell me, whether our India as such, whether the Indian country as such is working for others? No. See, for example, I am working for an organization. Okay, you are working for an organization, but India is working for whom? So, the people, okay, income of Indians, okay, income of the people of the country, okay, is national income basically. So, it is the people's income, okay, Indians' income is national income basically. So, as of now, we are having 181 lakh crore as our national income. 181 lakh crore. Okay, this is our national income. Now, the next thing is, sir, can you tell me some formula for calculating national income? I want to understand a little deep about national income. See, there are many products which is getting sold in our country. Okay, so imagine we are talking about MRP. Okay, money value of a product. So take a money value of a product, MRP. Okay, imagine of final goods and services. I am not talking about any intermediate goods and services. I am talking about the final goods and services. For example, if I am wearing this t-shirt came as a final product which I am wearing. But before this, it will be some shirt piece. Okay, before that, it will be like a what I can say, thread. Okay, yarn. We can say yarn. Okay, and before that, it was a normal cotton or something. Okay, now those things are raw materials or intermediate product or anything like that. Now I am talking about final product. Money value of final product. Okay, final goods and services produced in domestic territory. Domestic territory. Please understand. Money value of final goods and services produced in the domestic territory. That is what within India. Okay, in one particular year. Okay, that can be either from April to March. Okay, so April to March, say example 2020 to 2021. Okay, April 2020 to March 2021. So money value, that is MRP, of final goods and services produced within this domestic territory, okay, in a particular year, that is April to March, and you have to add the exports value. Okay, Indians produced and exported it, correct? So exports value and reduce the import value. Okay, reduce the import value, because we are purchasing some goods in the market which can be imported goods also. No, sometimes, for example, we are wearing one shoes, we are wearing one watch, which may be the imported product. So this is not produced in, but it's sold in India, correct? So money value of goods, final goods and services produced in the domestic economy, okay, at a particular period. Okay, it can be in a year, particular period, and you have to add exports and you have to reduce the imports. Okay, that's called net exports, we can say. Some countries net exports will be positive, some countries net exports will be negative. For example, our net exports is actually negative because we are importing more and we are exporting less. Okay, and see, for example, if one person, for example, Mr. X is going abroad and earning a remuneration in abroad, by sitting in abroad, he is earning a remuneration. So what you can call that as, that is also a foreign income. No, so we have to think about that also. Earning income from foreign, okay, by doing some services there. Okay, we are doing some services to some foreigners and we are bringing back the money which we earned there. That's called foreign receipts. Sometimes sitting here we will be sending our payments to them. Okay, so that's called payments. So foreign payments. Now add the foreign receipts and reduce the foreign payments. So this is the thing should be in your mind. So what is national income? Money value of goods and services, which is a final goods and services. Money value of final goods and services produced in the domestic economy in a particular period or a year, and you have to add the net exports and the net foreign receipts. Okay, so net foreign receipts is foreign receipts minus foreign payments. Okay, Now, so this is national income. This is the formula for national income. Now, when you come about GDP, that is gross domestic product, GDP. So when what is GDP? GDP is equal to national income less net factor income from abroad. National income less net factor income from abroad. Write this: national income less net factor income from abroad. Now, sir, what is this net factor income from abroad? I told you, no, there are two things. One is when we are doing the net exports. Export is different, and when Mr. X is going foreign and earning money, or somebody is working from abroad, okay, to our company, we are making the payment to them. So this is called, that receipts and payments is called net factor income from abroad. So you should add the receipts and reduce the payments. This is called what? Net factor income from abroad. So GDP is talking about only gross, okay, domestic. That means from our country. So we have to add the exports and imports. Please understand, exports and imports should be added. Net exports should be added, but we should not take the receipts and payments. Okay, when the individual is doing services or making the payments. So GDP is equal to national income less net factor income from abroad. That is foreign receipts and payments. Okay. Now everyone understood. I want to know how many of you having doubts here. You can ask some doubts if you have. You can unmute yourself and you can ask some doubts. If anyone having the doubts. Okay. Can I be audible for you, everyone? Somebody can unmute and tell no. I unmuted everyone. Now you can tell. Anyone having the doubts, you can tell. See, I cannot talk in WhatsApp. I can talk only in Zoom. Okay. Now, Shruti, am I audible for you, Shruti? Okay. Now, Pavaritu, I am audible for you. Okay, done. I am going to mute again and I am going to continue my discussion. Okay. Now, so GDP, I repeat, GDP include export, import, but it exclude foreign receipts and payments. GDP include export imports, but it doesn't include foreign receipts and payments made by the individual. Okay, so in short, net factor income from abroad is a national concept, but net exports is a domestic concept. Because the net exports is a domestic product, we are including in GDP. Since net factor income is a national concept, we are adding in the national income, but we are not taking it in in GDP. Understood? Okay. This is what you should understand and you should write notes. So what you should write notes: net factor income from abroad is a national concept. Net exports is a domestic concept. Understood? Okay. Next. See, please understand, I won't allow anyone who joined late. Please don't call me. Okay, calling is not allowed. If people are not coming on time, I cannot do anything. Okay, now. So, which is a broader term and which is a narrower term? We can say national income is a broader term and GDP is a narrower term. Can we say like that? Okay. So Shruti, you and Pavaritu alone unmute. Okay, and tell you keep answering my questions. Okay. So national income is a broader term and GDP is a narrower term. Correct? Why we are saying it's a broader term and narrower term? Because we are including net factor income from abroad also in national income. But in GDP we are talking only about the territory. So it is what? It's a narrower term. Okay, now, sir, in national income, we will reduce depreciation. Please understand, we will reduce depreciation. Yeah, depreciation, because there are many fixed assets. Okay, here it is not going to be eternal, correct? Okay, so we have to reduce what? Depreciation. So for example, one car is produced in India. Okay, one car is produced by one manufacturer. Say Nissan is producing one car. Okay, in India. When he is selling this in India, it is added to the GDP, correct? Okay, but in national income, we have to reduce the depreciation also. So on the total value of national income, we have to reduce depreciation, because we are talking about a P&L. Can you able to understand? It's just imagine it's a P&L. Okay, it's a P&L of a government. Okay, can you able to understand? So in national income, we have to reduce depreciation. Okay, now, so sir, there are so many doubts when we understand national income. Okay, the first doubt is, sir, what is the final value of goods? So the final value of goods means you should not add any interim values. For example, when the yarn is becoming the shirt bit and the shirt bit is becoming the shirt. Okay, you should not take any value, because see, it is also sales for that person. When he is selling the yarn, it's a sales for him. When he is selling the shirt bit, it is a sales for him. We should not add those things. We should add only the final shirt is made. And another doubt is, sir, it may be the final product as a shirt, it may be a final product for you, but actually we are altering the shirt, etc., and we will do another thing. So some confusion will be there. What is the final product? No? To find itself. For example, milk. So when Shruti purchases the milk, okay, for the milk vendor it's a final product, and generally it's a final product. But Shruti, what is she is doing? She is actually manufacturing curd or cheese using this, using what I can say, using this milk. Okay, or there are so many things. Okay, coir can be made into pillow. Okay, some person, so finding the final products is difficult. Wood can be purchased and it can be shaped into a furniture, or it can be just burnt. Okay, for something. So what is the final product? And the kandupidikadhu, it's actually difficult. Okay. Second, resale value. For example, Shruti is buying a car and second-hand car. So somebody has resold that car to Shruti. So for the person who sold that car to Shruti, whether we should add it to GDP or not, because Nissan has already sold the car to that person. Okay, Nissan sold that car to that person, and that person, after 2 years of use, he is selling to you. Now tell me, when you are adding the resale value, nothing produced in this country, correct? So you should produce something, okay, fresh, that only could be sold and added to GDP. So any resale value should not be added in GDP. Can you able to understand? Because the product is not produced in that year. So money value of goods and services produced, okay, and sold. Can you able to understand? So it should be produced and sold. Okay, then only you can add. Sir, it is produced in the previous year, but it is sold in the current year. What we can do? I will tell that. It is produced in the previous year, but it is sold in the current year. See, in previous year, it is the finished good but not sold. You have to add that value. Okay, finished goods, that is an inventory value, inventory but not sold. In the current year, you should the sales value. So inventory but not sold is in the previous year. For that also you should add, and current year when the sales is made, the sales you should add in the current year. So the sale value should not be added in the previous year. The inventory value should be added in the previous year. Okay. So these are some doubts and to be explained this. Okay. Now, sir, I am producing. Shruti is producing curd, and Shruti is self-consuming the curd. She is not selling to outside. Now, Shruti, when you are producing the curd, you purchasing the milk. For milk is already added in the GDP, but Shruti purchasing that milk and she is doing curd production or cheese production, and she is self-consuming. This and all will not be added in the national income, because how the government will be knowing that you have produced the curd and you consumed it. Okay. For example, Shruti is she know to tailor. She know tailoring. She is gifting one shirt, or she is weaving or stitching one blouse for her mother. Now this rates and all, actually it should be added to the national income, but it's not possible practically. Can you able to understand? So these are the problems while determining national income. Then we can even say, sir, I earned, so Shruti has earned so much of money and she is depositing this money in the bank. So sir, I earned say 1 lakh rupees and I deposit in the bank. Now whether the bank can add this in the national income? No, they cannot add, because it is earned only once. Okay, Shruti has earned that and it has been deposited. So it is only changing the color. Normal currency to bank, it's going as a FD, or sometimes it can be Shruti's father is investing in equity. So in equity or bonds is invested. So it is only changing the color. There is nothing new which is produced by this. So whatever is earned, it's getting changed to normal currency, to bond or equity or fixed deposit. So just money is shifting its place. Okay, so nothing is newly produced. Hence, you cannot add this as to national income or GDP. But if the bank is paying Shruti, okay, any interest for FD, if the company is paying Shruti any dividend, if the company is paying Shruti interest for the bonds, that should be added in the national income, because that is new. Okay, so when you invest FD, bonds, equity, that should not be added. But when you earn an income which is a new, this should be added in the national income. Okay, next. When a foreign company is doing business in India, the money value, okay, the money value of the goods and services produced, okay, should be added. But the profit earned by that foreign company should not be added, it should be reduced, because they will take the profit back to their home country. It may not be today, but it may be tomorrow or day after. For example, I told you Nissan will produce a car. Okay, when Nissan has produced a car and sold it to India, it is producing the car also in India, it is going to sell this product also in India, but the profit will not be retained in India. The profit they will take to Japan. So the money value of the goods and services produced and sold to be added, but the MRP to be added. Okay, I told you sold. Okay, MRP to be added. But you should not add what? The profits. You should reduce the profit. If it's already added, you should reduce the profits. Okay, profits alone you should reduce. Okay, the next thing is, sir, illegal income. Pavaradu, okay, she is making some illegal income called corruption or something bribe and all you are taking. Okay, so sir, I earned salary from the government. My salary is 30,000 rupees. My bribe is also 30,000 rupees. So whether I should add this in the national income? No. So the corruption, hawala, drugs dealing, smuggling, all this thing may be income generated, but it is actually illegal income. This should not be form part of your national income. So the goods and services may be produced. Okay, you may be manufacturing abin, ganja, etc. Okay, production is there. You may even sell it, but it should not be added to the national income. It's a illegal income. Can you able to understand? Okay, then sir, some gains or loss. Okay, Shruti has invested in equity and she sold the equity. So for example, now we are in depression or recession. So Shruti has invested 2 lakh rupees worth of money today. So she invested in ITC. Okay, Indian Tobacco Product Company. She has invested 2 lakh rupees. After 5 months, this company's value, today it is 160 rupees. After 5 months, it will be touching 200 rupees. So Shruti will be gaining some money, right? So it's an income, but it should not be counted in the national income, because it is just appreciation in value. No new production has been taking place. Can you able to understand? FD. So investing in FD, investing in equity, you should not add for the national income. At the same time, when you make any gain, appreciation in value, that should also not be in national income. Can you able to understand? Sir, Nissan has produced one car. But it has not yet sold. Okay. So what I should do? RM for one company sometimes. For example, Shatbit. Shatbit is a finished goods for one company. But the company which is buying the Shatbit and manufacturing a shed, for them, Shatbit is a raw material. Okay, so for one company, Shatbit is a finished good. For another company, Shatbit is a raw material. Now, whether I should add the finished goods if it is not sold? Yes, if it is not sold, okay, it should be added. Understood? But I will tell you. One second. Okay, so sir, if it is a final product, if it is produced but not yet sold, then it can be added. It can be, if it is a final product which is produced but not sold, it can be added to that year's national income. Okay, understood? Okay. Sir, there are some companies like medicine companies or gas companies, etc. Okay, that company, okay, they may manufacture some goods and they can sell the goods, but that manufacturing and selling, okay, they may not sell the goods in the actual price. Can you able to understand? The companies, for example, some petroleum companies, gas, LPG companies, they are not actually selling at the price what they wanted to sell. Okay, they are selling at the price less than what they wanted to sell. Why? Because government is saying these are essential products. These medicines are essential medicine. You cannot sell at the price which is decided by you. You have to sell at the price which is decided by me. Now, government for them, they will give subsidies. Can you able to understand? Okay, so subsidy is received from government to them. Now, if you consider only the sale value of the product, your national income will come down, correct? Because they are selling less than the actual price what they wanted to sell. But they are earning the money as a subsidy from the government. Can you able to understand? So, whether I should add the subsidy which is received from the government? Yes, I should add the subsidy which is received from the government. Can you able to understand? I should add the subsidy received from the government for the essential commodity. So, come on, tell me. I will ask some questions. Whether gain or loss to be considered in national income? Shruti, gain or loss, whether it should be considered for national income? No. Okay, final inventory, final finished goods inventory, whether it should be considered for national income? Yes, exactly. Subsidy received from the government, whether it should be considered for national income? Illegal income earned by the person, whether it should be considered for national income? Foreign company production and sales, whether it should be considered for national income? Next question. Foreign companies profit, whether it should be included for national income? Okay. Next. Financial institutions investment in financial instrument, whether it should be considered for national income? Investment in the financial instruments, no, it should not be considered. Okay. Then produced for self-consumption, whether it should be included for national income? Actually, it should be included. It should be included, but it is very difficult to include it. Exactly. So self-service, for example, I stitched myself. Okay, I stitched goods for myself. This how do the government will be knowing? See, there is one central statistical organization. Okay, they only calculate all these things. Okay, so this may not be reported to them. That's why they cannot calculate this. Understood? Okay. The next concept. Okay, I think we can conclude here. Today's class we can conclude here. We can take some notes. I think how many of you took notes? Okay, everyone took notes. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, okay. I will teach you one more concept and I will stop this class. Earned income and unearned income. These two concepts alone I will teach you and I will stop this class. The next concept is earned income. EARNED, earned income and unearned income. Now, earned income. See, if I do a service, if I go and work somewhere, okay, I will earn some remuneration as a salary. Or if I do a business, or if I do on production of goods, okay, and if I sell, that I will earn some income. Now, government will ask me to pay some taxes. For example, if a person earns income, there are two types of taxes he will be paying. One is direct tax for the income which you earn. When you consume a product, when you buy one product, you will be paying indirect taxes like GST. So let us not confuse so much. Let us talk about only direct tax. So Krishnan is earning say 15,000 rupees, and for 15,000 rupees, Krishnan has paid 1,000 rupees as direct tax. Okay, income tax he has paid. Now the net income of 14,000 rupees is there. No, what is this 14,000 rupees? This 14,000 rupees is called earned income. So what is this 14,000 rupees? It is earned income because my company, when they are paying me salary, they are disclosing this to government because 1,000 rupees is deducted and it's paid in government in my name. So to the government they are paying in my name. So I have to disclose this 15,000 rupees, that is my income. So the income which is earned, generated, and it is also disclosed disclosed and you are paying taxes properly. So it is a earned income. Sir, for 15,000 rupees, you are exempted from tax. No issue. That is also earned income. It's not necessary that only if you pay tax, it's earned income. If it is properly disclosed also, it is a earned income. Understood? So, earned income will be part of a national income. Earned income will be the part of a national income. So, while calculating national income, Central Statistical Organization will consider this as the income of the nation. So this is earned income. So when Central Statutory Organization takes this income, it becomes what? Part of a national income. Okay, now some people will generate income by evading taxes, correct? So because of this, the national income is undervalued. So because of tax evasion, what is the problem? Then because of the tax evasion, the total income will become what? Undervalued. The national income will become undervalued. Now what is unearned income? Unearned income. Now indirect taxes. Indirect taxes earned by the government. For example, government is earning this tax without any extra things. Okay, so there is nothing new produced in the country. So indirect taxes earned by the government. It's a unearned income. Second, if Shruti is getting gift from me, so I paid some gift, 100 rupees gift to Shruti. So it's only a gift. She is actually not earning anything. Then I am giving some charity to Nanmai Charitable Trust. So for Nanmai Charitable Trust is only a charity. So donation, charity, pension received from a person. For example, by a person. So for example, tomorrow Pavaridu's mother is getting some pension from government. Okay, imagine she is working in one government school, and after retirement, after 60 years, the mother is going to get pension from the government. Now, her mother is not doing any services. Okay, any new services is not getting done. But at the same time, her mother is going to get some benefits from the government. It's a pension. Shruti or Pavaradu, when they study very good, somebody will give them scholarship. So government even may give scholarship. So no goods and services is produced in this economy, but some payment has been done. Okay, graciously or something like that, or indirect taxes. So these are called unearned income. Can you able to understand? Now, unearned income should be excluded from the national income. Unearned income should be excluded from the national income. Earned income should be added to the national income. Unearned income should be excluded from the national income. Understood? Okay. So, I'll touch one more topic, but I will not go in deep. Okay. 4 factors of production. 4 factors of production. So what are the 4 factors of production? So you can put the heading 4 factors of production. So you can before that you should put the heading earned income, unearned income. Earned income, what is that? Okay, you are earning, disclosing, paying tax. Unearned income, indirect taxes, scholarship, etc. Unearned income should not be form part of national income. Earned income should be form part of national income. Then the next concept is 4 factors of production. Okay, 4 factors of production. See, there are 4 factors of production. One is land, okay. Another one is labor. Another one is capital. Another one is entrepreneur. Land. So 400 flowchart. Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. For these factors of production, there will be some rewards. For example, land and building. Land and building, what income it will earn for you? Rent. Labor, what income? Salary and wages, very good. Capital, I invested capital, what will be the interest and dividend. Entrepreneur, what he earns? Profit, commission. Okay, so what are the rewards for the factors of production? Rent, wages, interest, profit or commission. Understood? So these are the rewards for factors of production. Okay. Now, Shruti can be a self-employed person, correct? The possibility is there. So Shruti is an entrepreneur herself, and she is also a self-employed person. So Shruti will be the owner as well as labor for the organization, correct? Appo entrepreneur and labor both are one and the same. On the time there is something called mixed income. Can you able to understand what is mixed income? When a person is self-employed, that is the same person is acting as a owner as well as the labor, then it is called what? Mixed income. Okay. Now the rewards for production, the rewards for factors of production, what is that? Rent, wages, interest, dividends, profits and commission. The rewards for the factors of production should be added to national income. Can you able to understand? Okay, sir, now my question is whether taxes should be included for the national income. Taxes. No. See, direct taxes should not be added for the national income. Please understand. Krishnan has earned 15,000 rupees, right? Krishnan has disclosed the 15,000 rupees to the government, right? So, since taxes are properly paid, that should be added part of the national income. Can you able to understand? Now, if the goods, for example, you are buying one pen, okay, and the pen is 10 rupees. Please understand, you are buying one pen and the pen is 10 rupees. But actually, out of 10 rupees, 2 rupees is going towards GST. Correct idea? Okay. Now, this 2 rupees should not be form part of national income, because it doesn't add any value. It doesn't add any value to the product. Government is just collecting it. That's all. Okay. Only this 8 rupees is going to that manufacturer. Can you able to understand? Okay, so taxes should not be added to the national income. But a product or a service should be tax bearing to consider it as a disclosed one, that form part of national income. Please understand, taxes should not be part of national income. Tax pay panna adu national income. Okay, but Krishnan adu 15,000 சம்பாதிக்கிறான். Okay, 15,000 rupees I am earning. I am paying 1,000 rupees taxes. Okay, since because it is the earned income of Krishnan, 15,000 rupees should be shown as national income. But taxes as such is not a. Can you able to understand? It will be double counting. Okay, now. So, இப்போ MP னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Okay, market price. MRP, MP. Okay. Now we have calculated national income in market price terms. That is MRP terms. Correct? அப்போ அது correct means whether it is correct சொல்லு, because we have calculated the national income based on MRPs. Correct? But whether it is correct way of calculating the national income? No. We have to reduce what? Taxes, indirect taxes. Because it is form part of what? It is a unearned income. Correct? Unearned income. So I told you indirect tax is an unearned income. So there are two things. National income in MP, that is market price term, and national income in factor cost. There are two terms. Please understand, there are two terms. First you should understand the wider term. Enadhu? Sir, whatever is sold, okay, in MRP terms I will be adding it to the national income. Okay, idu or part. But இன்னொரு part இருக்கு. I will add all MRP and I will reduce GST collected. So MRP less GST. Can you able to understand? Okay, for example, if one medicine company, pharma company, they are selling one product in MRP, but MRP itself is actually less. Correct? They wanted to sell at 100 rupees, but government forced them to sell at 50 rupees. In that 50 rupees also there will be some taxes. Say for example 5 rupees is the tax. Can you able to understand? So 50 minus 5. But government may give subsidy to them. Correct? Now this should be added. So how to find the national income? MRP of the final goods and services, that will be in MRP value, that is a market value. Less what? Indirect taxes, GST. Okay, plus what? Add what? Subsidy. That's all. This is how you have to calculate the national income. This is how you should calculate the national income. Next. Sir, why to calculate national income? What is the idea of national income calculation? Anyone can unmute yourself and can tell. What is the idea of national income? Very good. Okay, country's performance, to evaluate the performance of the economy. So higher national income means what? Higher global rank. Correct? Okay. Next. Second, another thing. So it can be an international comparison between country to countries. Correct? Okay. When you want to take loan from outside countries, for example, today we are suffering from a recession. So we want to take loan from IMF. Can we easily approach the IMF saying our national income of the previous year is this much? Okay. And national income is also indicate the demand. So if the national income is high means what? There are more production in the country. Why there is more production in the country? Because there is more demand in the country. Can you able to understand? So it also represents demand. Okay. And it evaluates the value for the people also, because how more national income will be earned when more people are employed, more national income will be there. Correct? So employment is more good. National income also represent what? Employment. So more people are workforce are there, no idle workforce, everyone is working. So national income will be high. And national income, which you can tell purchasing power of person also, per capita income. Can you able to tell what is per capita income? National income divided by total population. Total population. National number divided by total population is called per capita income. Okay. But actually, it is an average. It is not correct, because Ambani is also contributing to national income. I am also contributing to national income. Correct? So imagine there is only 2% in the nation. Ambani's money plus my money divided by 2. Yeah, my money also per capita income they will be high. But whether it is actual per capita income? No, it's only theoretical per capita income. Okay. But based on per capita income, government will decide subsidies. Can you able to understand? So for example, LPG subsidy and all they are deciding, no? Okay, these are based on this per capita income only. So the poverty line, poverty line, below poverty line, above poverty. The poverty line is fixed based on the per capita income. Okay, next. National income which the government will decide in what sector I can invest. Depending upon the national income only, they can decide, okay, this sector, actually it's a high revenue generating sector but very less concentration. So if I invest in this sector can be boom. For example, agriculture. Okay, defense, textile, healthcare, education, industries, etc. Okay, and national income is helpful in forming a budget. Okay, if this is the national income, and what can be the expenses? Can you able to understand? So national income is also government can think about budget. Okay. Okay. So what we studied till now is what is national income, how to calculate GDP, what should be added, what should not be added, what is factor income, factor based national income. What is factor based national income? We have reduced what? Indirect taxes. Okay. What is GDP MP at market cost? Market price. MP na absolute market terms. GDP MP na we added also indirect taxes. GDP FC na factor cost na we have reduced that indirect tax. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we have added what? Subsidies we have added. Okay. So what is the formula for GDP? What is the formula for GDP? GDP is equal to, very good, GDP is equal to national income minus net factor income from abroad. What is net factor income from abroad? Foreign receipts and payments. Okay, done. Very good. So we can tell GDP in much more detailed terms. Okay, GDP is equal to, GDP is right, everyone right. GDP is equal to consumption plus investment, fixed capital will say, investment, bracket fixed capital, investment plus government expenditure plus net exports na exports minus imports. So this is in much deeper way of understanding GDP. Point number 1, household sector or consumption. household sector oda consumption. That means we all people how much we consume. So we paid the money and we bought it, correct? So how much we consumed, how much we paid. See, this is very easy for government to calculate, because if they pay if they pay indirect taxes and if they record it in the forms, there are very GST or 3B and all there, no. So it is very easy for them to calculate. So household consumption. So household consumption is point number 1. Point number 2, business people. What they will do? They will invest. So they will buy machines, fixed capital. Okay, they will produce inventory, finished goods. Okay, which is not yet sold, etc. So second point is what? Investment. Okay, made by business people. So GDP equal to, in that year how much the household people are consuming, plus in that year how much business people are investing, plus how much government has expensed. Okay, for example, government is constructing road, bridge, railways, metro rails, dams, etc. So for this government has spent so much, and this is providing opportunities and employment for some people. So this is called government expenditure. This should be added. And another thing is net exports. Net exports. Okay, so please understand all these things to be form part of GDP. So GDP is equal to consumption plus investment plus government expenses plus exports minus imports. This is GDP. Now GDP in MRP, GDP in FC. So MP, FC, there are two concepts. One is what? GDP in MP means what? In market terms. Okay, this will be having this indirect taxes with them. Then GDP FC, which is factor cost, we should reduce indirect taxes. Can you able to understand? Okay. Okay. Next is, what is gross national product? Okay, gross national product. Have you seen GNP? Have you heard of GNP? So GNP is nothing but pure national income. That means when we are adding net factory income from abroad also, when we are adding what? Net factory income from abroad also. Okay, appadina nagum. So consumption of household plus, come on tell me, plus investment by business people, third, plus government expenditure, plus net exports, or you can say exports less imports. Okay, now plus now gross national product, you should add what? Exactly, net factory income from abroad. Other split panna enna add pannu list pannu. What should be added? Exactly, receipt should be added, foreign receipt should be added, and what should be reduced there? Foreign payment should be reduced. This is called GNP. Okay, next we can go to the concept of net domestic product. What is the concept? Net domestic product. Okay, NDP, net domestic product. Now GDP calculate panoma. Come on, tell me what is the formula for GDP? Ipo soname or formula. Just now we told. Okay, we have to reduce depreciation. We have to reduce what? Depreciation. Okay. So okay. Actually, what I told now, net domestic product soltana. Okay, yeah. So GDP less depreciation. Okay. So in GDP, what we have not added? Net factor income from abroad we not added, correct? அடுத்தது இப்போ NDP ஓட ஃபார்முலா சொல்லுங்க. What is NDP's formula? Okay. Now NNP formula சொல்லுங்க. NNP, that is net national product. Okay, what is GNP? So GDP plus net factor income from abroad, correct? இது வந்து gross national product. இப்போ net national product என்ன? What we have to reduce? அவ்வளவுதான் முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. That's all over. So this is over. Easy. That's all. So GDP, GNP, NDP, NNP. I repeat. GDP, okay, consumption, household, plus investment of business people, plus government expenditure, plus exports minus imports. இதை மட்டும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Okay? Now this is GDP. If you add net factory income from abroad, it becomes national thing. Okay, gross national product. Okay, now if you in the okay, that is GDP, if you reduce depreciation, then it becomes what? Net domestic product. Then NFI add, okay, this you have added NFI also. Okay, reduce depreciation, then it become what? Net national product. Okay, now if you value this in MRP terms, okay, market price, then it is called GDP-MP, GNP-MP, NDP-MP, NNP-MP. If you reduce the taxes and added subsidies properly, then you will get what? GDP-FC, factor cost, GNP-FC, NDP-FC, NNP-FC. Can you able to understand? Okay, done. So we will stop here. Okay. Hope you will study ICA material now. Okay, start studying ICA material. Okay, I will tell you what class timings tomorrow. Bye bye.